the season ends. I needed a minute after that intense game. Man, we really had it. That was a fantastic first period. A really dumb penalty by Kotkaniemi. They were able to capitalize on a bad bounce. And their avalanche happened. It was a bad 4:36. Jarvis was able to tie it. But then Bennett and Verhaeghe did one of the nastier moves that I've seen in hockey. That wasn't great by Orlov, but I mean, Aho showed up 2 goals. Jarvis, Svechnikov, all the stars showed up. We just had a bad 4:36. It feels crummy now because the last 2 games that we played looked a lot more like Carolina Hurricanes hockey, so it felt like if we could have gotten settled in the series quicker, we would have had a better shot, but Florida's champs for a reason. They're going to play for another Stanley Cup, and for whatever reason, it feels like hockey goes on runs. Like, Tampa had their 3-year run, Florida's in theirs, Pittsburgh had theirs, that kind of thing. I don't know if that's accurate, but that's just a feeling. And Florida was really good, and they capitalized on every single mistake we made, and just some rough plays. Kotkaniemi was having a really good game before the boneheaded holding penalty after a pretty good power play. I know the Canes were 0 for 5, 0 for 6. Well, 0 for 6 technically, but there wasn't enough time in the clock. But I feel like we created good chances, especially the Svechnikov slot shot. And Bobrovsky just went full Bob mode on those at the end of the game. But it's got to be better, obviously. Everybody's been clamoring for a power play coach. I'm going to leave that to the people that understand hockey to a deeper level than I do. But it seems like because Florida was able to get that one, and then it kind of spurred on their comeback, obviously. So power play is important, and we got a lot of chances tonight. And just couldn't do it. But Nikishin looks like the real deal. We'll see what happens with Burns and Orlov. But Burns played his butt off. He had some really scratchy moments throughout the season and throughout the playoffs, but he played his butt off. Slavin did Slavin things. And it just wasn't enough. It sucks. But I feel like if we were steadier in the first few games, and didn't get our brains beaten like we did, it would have been a different story. I guess that's Captain Obvious, but I mean, I think Chatfield's in this series is a completely different story, but also, do we see Nikishin? I don't know. So Logan Stankoven looks exactly like a Carolina Hurricane should. And I know the Rantanen deal didn't work out, but I think we got a real deal in that. It'll be interesting, but $28 million in cap space and a lot of promise. And the big boys did show up tonight. We just had a bad 4 minutes and 36 seconds. And sometimes it's all to take, and to be able to tie it on Bobrovsky. And the fact of the matter is, we never usually lose when Jarvis scores, so it really wasn't meant to be. But this has been a hell of a ride. Thank you again for following my Carolina Hurricanes recaps. I know I'm not the best hockey expert or by any means, but they are my team, and I've loved them, and I will love them, and just can't get over that hump yet. But it feels like it's coming, and this offseason is going to be huge. But I've enjoyed the ride with you guys as always. Let's go Canes. love them, and I know this one hurts now because it just felt like we were gonna get it back to Florida, and they did championship things in that second period, but you know, with the injuries and the avalanche that it was in the first 3 games, proud of the fight, proud of the way we looked the last 2, despite the result. October's seems far away now, but it's not really that far away, and we'll be interested to see what happens this offseason. Definitely hard to swallow now, especially just because you want to continue to watch your favorite team play, especially in the playoffs, but just wasn't meant to be. But thank you guys. As always, go Canes, and can't wait until next year, and we will do this ride all over again.